Welcome back to the farm, everybody. Today's video is sponsored by my friends over at Birch Living, and I will tell you more about that in a little bit. I was just checking the temps. It's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so got a little bit of a frosty one. Would you guys listen to the sound the ground makes? Here, let me get in there really close. Like I said, frosty. Good morning, my large white farm dogs. How are you both doing, huh?
Who's those pepperoni pizzas? Yes, yes, you are.
All right, come on, let's go inside, come on. Oh, Toby, you gotta go pee on that, huh? Toby always has to pee randomly. Yeah, marking that snowbank, huh? And quite honestly, it's not that random. You see, that's how Toby Dog keeps the farm protected. You know, some days you just rise and shine and you just feel the shine. And I gotta say, on a day like today, I am feeling that shine. It's just one of those moments where, I don't know, you come out and you got like the whole joie de vivre going, and life feels absolutely great. Wherever and whenever you guys are watching this video, even if you're not feeling that way, I hope that some of my good vibes this morning pass along to your way. Oh, Abby, I'm gonna have to get this little knot out of you again. As much as I keep trying to brush it out, she keeps getting more like little mats back there. Toby, that is not polite. All right, let's get this water pumping, huh? We're gonna do the cattle water first today. Oh dear, Toby. It looks like our Abby dog is irreparably broken. You're not gonna stop until I pet you on the belly, huh? Oh, you're such a good girl. You're a good boy. Don't feel neglected. All right, water hydrant on. Okay, cows, here comes your water. Look at those boys tussling. Ginny, you better be careful. You don't want to get squished like a grape by Macho Man and Joey Ramone. But they like to joust with each other. It's one of their hobbies. Just like sitting on my shoulder is one of your hobbies, Ginny Barn Cat. Yeah. I gotta say, it's a really great feeling to have a barn cat on your shoulder. It's maybe the anticipation of moments like this is why I woke up in such a good mood. Isn't that right, Ginny? Gin. Oh. These are the things I get to watch while I'm filling watering troughs. What's over there, guys? Oh, well, if it isn't Baby B getting a fresh drink of water. Good morning, Baby B. How are you doing, sweetie? I'll be by to brush you in a little bit. First, I gotta finish doing this water trough here. And watching the boys go back and forth. All right, you guys ready to go say hi to our birds? Now, Abby dog, I want you on your bestest behavior, okay? Be calm. Hey, easy, come on. Nice and easy. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Yes, there is nothing like basking in the warmth of the hoop coop. Back up there, you jabronis. It's not time to eat yet. Release the Quacken! Oops, sorry guys. Forgot to secure the door. Okay, I'll feed you now. Golly gee. All right, chickens, I'll move the rest of the food inside. So Abby, it looks like very few of the birds are willing to brave the outdoors for the cold and the food. You are spoiled birds, no doubt about it. Hey Pingu, how's it going? You're looking very pretty this morning. Abby, you're looking very pretty too, don't get offended. And I am looking for goose eggs. I don't see any goose nesting activity out here, so I don't see any goose eggs on the horizon. Excuse me, miss, have you seen any goose eggs? How about you girls? Have you laid any goose eggs? I could really use some goose eggs right about now. As soon as the geese start laying, I can actually start filling orders that I've already taken on fertilized goose eggs. I usually, for like the first month or two, we'll send them around to different parts of the country. And then once we get to like, I don't know, like early to mid-April, I'll start hatching them out myself. Oh boy, I already got a couple of chicken eggs. I'll let them keep doing their thing. You know, I did want to talk to you guys about today's video sponsor, Birch Living, because last night Allison and I had some epic sleep. So very recently, today's video sponsor, Birch Living, sent us a brand new mattress.
The best part about Birch is that they deliver your mattress right to your door for free in the United States.
But even more important than the night of sleep that I got from my Birch Living mattress is the fact that I can rest well knowing some very, very key and important details. Birch makes mattresses that are crafted from organic and natural materials that are all sustainably sourced.
You can hear it leaving. That's pretty crazy, actually.
Their mattresses are free from polyurethane foams, which can cause harmful off-gassing, as well as from fiberglass, which can be really bad for your health. And so while I feel really good about our Birch Living mattresses, I gotta say, the comfort has been the thing that's very much sold me on them. It feels so soft and luxurious, and it doesn't have that new mattress stank. And the really exciting part, my friends, is that Birch Living is offering a President's Day sale that's going on right now. And as part of that President's Day sale, you can get 25% off your very own Birch Living mattress. This mattress right here is the Queen Luxe version, and it's pretty gosh darn luxe. And as a special added bonus as part of the President's Day sale, Birch Living's gonna throw in 2 free EcoRest pillows as well. So you really shouldn't miss out on this deal. You can go to birchliving.com/goldshawfarm to check it out and tell them that little barn cat sent you. And so thank you to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video, and thank you to Birch Living for the incredible night's rest that my wife and I have been getting on our new bed. There stands the stoic and noble Toby dog at his post. Yes, you're such a good boy. Abby, you know, I love you, sweetie, but sometimes you can try to stand in the limelight just a little bit too much. Toby gets some attention, then Abby gets attention. But you don't get it by biting and being a jerk. Yep, and see, now she goes into baby Abby mode. There you go, Toby. Good boy. Abby, I love you, but you're a weirdo. I actually love both of these dogs so very, very much. Even though your chaotic goods can sometimes be a little bit too much for my own good. You know, there's been a lot of research into this, but for like good mental health and well-being, for people to have relationships with animals is incredibly important. It like just does such a lift for you. I'm not gonna misquote any statistics here, but whew, I know these animals right here, they make a huge difference in my life. But I mean, it's not just those animals. These animals in here too also make a big difference in my life. So funny, everybody's just kind of chill today because it's a little frostier than it's been for the last week or two. This continues to be an exceedingly mild winter here in Vermont. Let's check in with Ralph the duck. Hey, Ralphie boy, how are you doing? There he is right there. How's it going, Ralphie? Good to see you, pal. So this guy right here, his name is Ralph the duck. He is what's known as a call duck. It's a different breed of duck relative to like the other ducks I have here. So most of the ducks I have here on the farm are either runner ducks or khaki Campbells or... Abby, are you causing chaos or are you participating in it? I think the birds are all riled up, and so it's getting Abby all riled up. I was saying, we have runner ducks, khaki Campbells, cayugas, and then like a whole bunch of like hybrids. But Ralph is the lone call duck. He was like a little bit of a rescue situation. And he's kind of like our farm's duck mascot. So when Ralph first came to our farm, he was very much an outcast and he struggled to fit in. But over the last, I don't know, he's been here probably about 4 months, something like that. He's just taken to the whole farm like a duck to water, and so it's really nice having him here, and he's just such a chill little boy. It just goes to show you how nice it can be to have ducks on a farm, even if the ducks aren't financially viable. All right, Ralphie, go join your friends. Also, fun bit of trivia, Ralph is my only duck who can fly. All right, Abby dog, you need to leave the hoop coop. Come on, Abby, come on, out you go. Because it's time for a special segment of Feeding Garbage to Chickens. And on today's episode of Feeding Garbage to Chickens, it looks like we've got some apple cores, some cauliflower cuttings, some old leftover pasta, I think maybe even a little bit of salmon that's past its prime. And I have a whole bunch of hungry chickens that are very excited for this. Isn't that right? Because on our farm, we like to recycle, and the way we recycle our kitchen scraps is to give them to the chickens. All right, here you go, ladies. And all the ducks and geese seem to know not to mess with the chickens when they go into their land piranha mode. So it appears I spoke too soon and some of the geese are deciding to get mixed up in this. And they're actually trying to steal some of the chicken scraps. So this bold gander right here, I've named him Jeremy 2. So last year, you guys might remember, there was an aggressive Toulouse gander and my nephew, he actually named him Jeremy 1. It's a very complicated backstory involving Bluey, but trust me guys, it's Goldshaw Farm canon. And that Jeremy ended up going to freezer camp last fall. But this guy who's come back, I think I'm gonna name him Jeremy Jr. or maybe JJ for short. How's it going, JJ? Hey, would you look at that? JJ is going for a swim. I think he might have a girlfriend. I bet if we're patient, we can watch the mating rituals of a goose. So typically it all starts when they go into the water. Time for some fresh water for the dogs. Say hello to my weird little chickens. Morning, weirdos. You want some water? Well, for shizzle, my Mr. Frizzle. Oh, baby bee. Time for your brushing. Oh, look at my little baby bee. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart? You're getting used to it. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. You're going to be the prettiest cow of them all. Oh, good girl. Whoa, whoa. You almost bumped over the camera there, girl. That's what we like to see from our baby bee. Yeah. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Here comes the boss cow. The boss cow saying, hey, where's my taste? I want to wet my beak. There you go, boss cow. I'm just gonna continue to brush baby bee here though. Oh, you're such a little sweetheart. Now, if I ever wanted to clone baby bee, I have a fresh hair sample to do it with. Now that you're letting me really brush you, I can actually start full on grooming you. And Audrey, you're being wonderful by being patient here. Really appreciate you, girl. Here we have Ginny Barncat, queen of the cows. Perched upon her hill, she is not afraid of these magnificent beasts. She comes and goes as she pleases. But here she has a curious friend, perhaps. A baby bee, who hopefully won't knock over my camera. Baby bee's like a billy goat trying to climb this mountain. Gonna go up the hill to say hi to Ginny Barncat? Yeah, baby bee is actually very curious about Ginny, who's now snuck off into the barn. Little Beatrix Potter has a lot of personality, that is for sure. Who knows, maybe one day you'll have enough personality to challenge the boss cow. Oh, look at that baby bee. You want more brushing, don't you? But meanwhile, Ginny continues to be very curious about baby bee. And Audrey's just like, where's my treats? Where's my treats? The reality is, Ginny hangs out here because the hay for the cattle is really good nesting for rodents, and so she's had some pretty good success here. I've seen her pick off a couple of voles, which are like kind of a combination between a mouse and a mole. She is a real huntress, really following in the footsteps of her mother, Molly Murdermans. So yeah, baby bee, you gotta be careful. You don't want to mess with Ginny Barncat. She can be a little rough and tumble at times. Isn't that right, Ginevra? And that's baby bee's mom, Amanda Hug and Kiss, who used to be really afraid of me, but now she likes to eat treats from my hand. Isn't that right, Amanda? There you go. Still won't let me brush you though. That's okay. And we got my good, reliable cow, Annabelle. Want a treat? There you go. Good girl. And then we've got the 3 newest members of the crew to moo. They're all doing well. And they've really actually settled in. They're hanging out much more peacefully now with the other cattle. They definitely still stick together as like a trio or like a sub trio within the overall herd, but they do seem like they're fitting in as part of the main herd now, which is definitely a good thing to see. Baby bee's just following me around like a shadow now. So confession time, my friends. I really have been not doing a good farm job on one specific project, and I should probably talk to you about it. So you see, I had this plan to actually start building my hatchery. So up on the 2nd floor of the barn, I'm gonna put in a hatchery. It'll be the place where I hatch all my goslings and ducklings and chickens this year, and really all years going forward. But I admittedly just haven't been all that motivated to work on it. I don't know. The way my brain works is I can have like one big focused project at a time going and like really like dedicate my all to it. But then it sort of makes me reluctant to want to do anything other than that one thing. And right now I'm like in the final stages of finishing the first draft of the Little Barn Cat book, The 8 Lives of Little Barn Cat. And I'm basically like, all I want to do is like, once I finish my chores is go inside, make up a hot pot of coffee and sit down in my office and start writing with Little Barn Cat by my side. And so the reality is I should probably go to the building supply store and pick up lumber and really get started in cutting 2x4s to frame out the structure for that hatchery. The reality is I have probably about 6 or 7 weeks before I need to have that room completed. And so I'm not rushing to do it, but I do know I need to start turning my attention to it despite the fact that it's not the first thing I want to do right now. That said, is like the days are starting to get longer. I'm getting out here earlier and staying out here later. and it's actually getting warmer, and pretty soon I'll start putting maple syrup taps in. And I think once all that momentum starts getting going, I'll be back out here working on this hatchery. But to be very honest with you guys, it's one of those things where sometimes the thing you're supposed to do is not necessarily the thing you really want to do. Once I get started with this project, I will be all in and obsessed with like making it the best possible hatching room I can possibly make. Are you hungry? Is it time to give you food? Yeah, I think it is time to feed her. And well, 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 if it isn't the old man of the farm, Mr. Pablo Barncat. Where have you been all day, buddy? Actually, I don't need to ask that question. I know where he's been. We have these little heated cat houses that keep the barn cats nice and toasty, and they have like a little heating pad in the bottom of them. And I can almost guarantee you he's been spending the entire morning waiting in there, just waiting for me to come to this door, because he knows when I come to this door, it's when I'm going to get food, and it's when I'm going to feed him. Okay, Barneys, okay, hold your horsies. Hang on. All right, Ginny, you're going to take that bowl. Pablo, you can take that bowl. All right. Why don't you take that bowl? Just do it like that, Gin.